When painting with watercolors, it is important that you use your paintbrush and supplies kindly to keep them happy and in good condition. Let's take a look at just how we do that. Here are the supplies you'll need. First, a newspaper to keep your table nice and clean. Next, your set of watercolor paints. You will need a water bowl for your brush when it gets dirty. We call this the bathtub. You will also need a water bowl for your clean brush to use to wet your paint. You don't want to use dirty water to wet your paint because your colors will run together and get muddy. Only use this water cup when your brush is clean and thirsty. We will call this the water fountain. Of course, you will need your paintbrush. There are several kinds of paintbrushes out there. We use the one with soft, fluffy bristles to paint with watercolors. The stiff brushes are used when painting with tempera and acrylic paint. Don't forget your towel. It is very important supply when watercolor painting. Think of your brush as a kid like you. It goes out and gets dirty, so it takes a bath in the bathtub. When it's done, it has to dry off before it can play and paint or get a drink of water. And finally, you will need the picture you will be painting. It is important to take good care of your brushes so that they don't get damaged or broken. Sad broken brushes means that next year we won't get to paint anymore, and you know what that means. Sad students and sad art teacher. Once you have all of your supplies laid out, let the fun begin. Start by cleaning out your brush. You don't know where that thing has been. Give your brush a bath in the bathtub by swishing it around gently, dragging the bristles along the bottom of the bowl. Wipe off the extra water by gently dabbing your brush on the side of the bowl. No tapping. This splashes water all over the table and could ruin yours and your neighbor's hard work. Your paintbrush is not a drumstick. Dry off your brush. Keep your towel close to your bathtub so you don't drip it on the table. Be sure to fold it in half and squeeze the dirty water out of your bristles. Laying it on the table does not get your brush clean. Finally, give your clean brush a drink of water in the fountain and choose your color. Be sure to keep your bristles neat and tidy. When choosing your paint and while painting your picture, move bristles in one direction. You always want to use the tip of the bristles and keep them at a point. Rubbing your paintbrush back and forth and smashing it into your paint or paper gives it a very bad hair day and sadly ruins your brush, which means sad students and sad art teacher. When you begin painting, the more water you have, the less bright your paint will be. The less water, the brighter your paint. If your brush gets dry, however, your paint will look patchy and will not fill in your shapes. This means your brush is thirsty. When this happens, begin the process again. Dip it in the bathtub. Swish it around. Dab the water on the side of the bowl. Dry off your brush, squeezing those bristles. Give it a drink. Choose your paint. And continue your artwork. Use brush strokes that move in one direction and keep your bristles to a point. Our brushes do not like bad hair days. If your paper towel gets wet and soggy, it will not get your brush clean and will drip water on the table. Feel free to get a new one. Continue the painting process and you will have a beautiful work of art, not to mention a happy paintbrush. Happy students and one very proud art teacher.